Hi everyone, we're here again today doing division. We have three types of division that we have to learn for the practical class, and this is the first one, which is about dividing rhizomes. And the example that we've got here is an iris, a rhizome iris, and as you can see, we can see the rhizomes there. The rhizome is a modified stem, so it's this big piece here on the iris. And we're going to be reproducing the iris using a cutting from there. We also have our mix, which is, I've used just a multi-purpose mix on this one with some grit added to the mix. We've got some grit to top dress it with later, and then we've got some labels to label the actual cutting. So if we have a look, we can see here, this is taken from one that I've lifted from outside, so it's still got all its soil on it. And what we want is a good, healthy section of rhizome. So if we can take this apart, you can see here how we have the rhizome, and then we've got some roots underneath, and then we've got some good leaf growth there. So what we're going to do is we have to prepare it so that there's not too much pressure on the root system while it's germinating. So we've got to tidy those up a bit. So we're using the knife and the chopping board. If we bring it over, I'm just going to tidy it off. I'm going to remove some of the excess foliage because it's too much for it to carry during this stage, leaving us with just that there. And then we're going to trim the root system. So you can see how this is the modified stem, and these are the roots that grow from beneath there. These are adventitious roots. And then I'm just going to hold them together, and I'm just going to cut across to tidy them up. So you can see how that looks now. And then because I've reduced the root system, I have to reduce the foliage because there's not enough roots to feed all of this. So I'm just going to do an angled cut through the foliage, leaving us looking like that. And that's our cut in there. And now he's going to go into this pot. It looks like a little creature, doesn't it? What are those little creatures called? Woodlouse. It's like a golden woodlouse. So we're going to make a groove into the mix, and we're going to put those roots into there, but we want to keep the rhizome proud. So the rhizome looks like it's just sitting on the surface. We would water that, and then we would top dress it with the grit around the rhizome system, just to reduce any moisture loss during and to suppress any weed growth that might occur while it takes. And we'll see, once it starts to go into active growth, it means that the root system has started to grow and doing its job, and then eventually we'll be able to put it out into the garden. So that is the basics of division by rhizome.